Hey guys, it's Kobe from Builder Kids, and today we will be making a Nerf gun holder. Originally we're going to make two, but now we're just making the one big one out of this pegboard. The two were going to go in my and Blake's bedrooms, but we originally did that. We made plans, but we just thought it'd be better with one. So we will be making it out of the pegboard, these pallets, these hooks, these screws, the drill, the chalk line, the miter saw, the circular saw, the nail gun, and the level. And this pallet, we're going to be making it two boxes out of to hold darts and stuff, like little things, so that we don't have them, because we have cats, so we don't want the cats ripping up the darts. So we might make a trim or an edge like out of this, cut it like to make them like skinny like these and go along. But that's how we're going to be making them, and we will start building now. Alright guys, this is how you use a level. So we are going to be using the 4-foot level today. And so this is the wood we're using. So look at this, put it on top, so as you can see it's not level, but you just tilt the board until it's seen. Oh, I'm tilting it the wrong way. Nope, wrong way. Oh, that's pretty level right there. Oh, just about perfect.
Now cock it. Make sure this is in the right position. Can you see that?
Wait, let me zoom in. Oh, he put the nail in. Yep, we can see.
Okay, now we're gonna go shoot it in.
Is it loud?
Not really.
Probably loud. Then.
Here, you want to come over? Can you see this?
I'm zooming in.
Right here. You ready?
Yep. Oh wow. That wasn't that loud. Alright, so this is what it looks like when you have nailed it into a wall and into the wood. Yeah. So, I can't pull it out, so it's good. Alright, so we cut our mounting boards. Here's one of them. So, we already nailed one in using this power actuated nail gun. Well, my dad did, because we're not allowed to use this. And we are, once we are done with that, we are going to be putting the pegboard on around these, but we have to put the wood up first. But after that, we're going to be putting the pegboard on top of them, and then we might put the other wooden edge on around it. Alright, so now we're going to put all of these up, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And if we're doing this because we're mounting it to a block wall in our basement. Obviously most people aren't going to have a power actuated gun, and you're probably not going to nail directly to a concrete block. But if you are and you don't have that gun, you could use concrete nails. A lot of hardware stores sell small concrete nails that you could just literally nail right into it. Or you could use the little blue Tapcons. They look like screws, but they're blue, and they're actually meant to go right into block. A lot of times you could just pre-drill a hole, maybe into a mortar joint, and then you could screw it right in, so you could screw it through that wood. If you were just doing it in another part of your house, you'd probably be screwing through drywall and into like a wooden stud. You could just use a regular screw, which is what we were going to do, right, if we mounted it like in your room. Yeah, we were just going to screw it right to their drywall wall in their bedroom. But since we're doing a bigger board down here in the basement, we used the gun since we had it. It's a lot easier than pre-drilling and screwing other holes in. So, yep, like Kobe said, we're going to put the rest of the wood up, and then we'll mount the pegboard. We'll show you what that looks like.
Alright, we'll see you in 1 minute. Hey guys, we finished the base and just came back from dinner because as we were starting to get hungry. So, there's the base. And we will be putting in the pegboard with these self-tapping screws. And I will show you the finished product in a minute. Alright guys, we finished screwing the pegboard on with the wood screws. Can you see? And we wanted them to be flat so they looked flush. Where's one that you could see?
Right there.
Good.
It's flush. Yep.
Alright, so now that we see it, we think we should put a trim on it. So you have a couple different options. So you can have rough cut, you can use pallet wood that we have, or you could just use, like if you cut it with a table saw like this. But we are going to use the plywood that we showed you earlier out in the garage. So, and we are going to cut it with the table saw to make it look a little nicer. But we don't have a table saw right now. So we are going to do it in a couple days. But you could do any one of these trims, or you don't have to have a trim.
Or you could buy other trim. You can get quarter round or half round, or you can go to any of your local like lumber yards, and there's all kinds of stuff that you could use. Just pick a type of wood that you want. The other thing is, we use the front of this. You could either use the front or the back of the pegboard, and you could paint it a different color, or like Kobe was talking about, you could paint the trim. So you could leave this the way that it is, the pegboard the way that it is, and you could use whatever wood you want. You could stain it or you could paint it. So the wood that he was talking about is already stained. So we're going to just use that and cut it down to make it fit this.
We are finishing this up. If you looked in the tabletop video, we cut these
Strips of wood.
and we're going to be putting them around the edge of, wait, what's this called?
The pegboard.
Yeah, paper. And we're going to be nailing them on with a nail gun. If you don't have a nail gun, you can just use like regular nails.
Or screws. Yeah, so we're going to use this little brad nailer. Obviously it's not hooked up right now. You would hook an air line up to it, so that's why Blake's kind of messing around with it. We're going to get an air line out here. And again, we're just putting this little piece of trim all the way around the edge. So we nailed the top piece on already up there. We nailed the center of the bottom one, and we left the edges loose because that's going to allow us to put the side pieces in. We'll start at the top, we'll nail it tight, and then when we get to the bottom and we go to nail it, we can move this up and down a little bit just to make sure that it's snug against that. And we're going to nail it in. So we're going to do that right now. We'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, we have the nail gun, air line. We're going to hook it up. Again, if you don't have a nail gun, not a big deal. You could use regular nails or screws, or you don't have to put a piece of trim around it. So we're going to connect this up. It will not fire. These nail guns will not fire by themselves. You have to have the edge of this, the tip of this pushed in against something. That's the safety. And that's how it goes. This might be a little bit noisy because this line leaks a little bit. I need to fix it. Okay, Blake, you want to stand up on here? Okay, hold this. Okay, ready? And go in like this. You want to shoot it? There you go.
That used to be more noisy to me. Why is it not that noisy anymore?
I turned the pressure down. Okay, you want to do these lower ones? Now you're going to do one right here. That's going to go straight into it. Then we're going to do one down at the bottom. So, hold on.
Where?
One right. Oop, wait there. Right there. And then one right there. Okay. You want to get down?
But no, actually, it's
Oh, yeah. Okay. It might have been hard to see because we were probably in the way. But you can see right there, that one's in place. We are using 1¼ inch nails in here, so you can get longer ones or shorter ones. These are 1¼ inch because we're using about like 1/2 inch plywood. You got the pegboard and then 3/4 inch board behind it. So this will be enough. At like, I think I have it set at like 90 pounds of pressure, and it doesn't countersink it too much, so it doesn't go all the way through. So now we're going to do this side over here. Okay, Blake just did it. Can I get down? All done. So there's the border all the way around it. Now we're gonna get ready. We're gonna put all of the pegs on it, and then we're gonna make 2 wooden boxes. We'll show you that in a minute to put the darts in. We're gonna make those out of a piece of pallet. Okay, we're gonna make 2 boxes. All we did was take a piece of that pallet that was over there and cut the boards out of it. So we didn't use the pallet breaker on this one because we needed some stuff that was smaller anyway. So I just ran a circular saw up it, took the center sections of these boards out, and then we're going to nail them together. We're gonna use that little brad nailer. We're gonna nail them together and make 2 boxes to put all the darts and the other miscellaneous stuff in.
That's how you fix one that's crap.
Okay, there are 2 boxes. You saw Blake nailed most of these together. We did have a couple of pieces where the wood split, so we had to put a bunch more nails in it to hold it, but that's it. Simple little box. And we're going to show you how we're going to mount these here in a second.
Okay, we just finished the boxes, and we are going to be figuring out which one, like some of these that we're going to use on here, and then we're going to put these up on the pegboard, and then we're going to hang our Nerf guns up on the pegboard, and then we'll be done.
Okay, we're going to start hanging everything.
Okay, we just finished this. Well, not all of the way, but we put these in here, and we still didn't put the darts in here. My dad bent these. It was a few like long ones, like this one. He bent them so like we could just take this in, and if we don't want it in here, and we like want to take it somewhere, we can just pull it up and out.
Yeah, so these boxes aren't attached. They're just sitting in these hooks that are just in the pegboard. So when they have they're going to dump the darts in one of these, and then they could just take this whole box and take it wherever they're going if they want, instead of scooping all the darts out of it.
Oh, and if you don't want to make one of these, you don't have the supplies to do it. You just use a Kleenex box and put in all your darts in it.
That's right. You just push them all right in there, and then it holds it in nice and neat.
And if we don't want to do that, we can just like take the guns down and then take all the darts out, and we can load them all in the guns before we like do whatever we want to do with the guns.
Mm-hmm.
So then instead of carrying this or taking them all out, we already have all the guns cocked.
Yep.
We don't have to cock them.
We put a little holder in for safety glasses, and then they have these little vests. They're pretty cool that hold all the darts. Well, we took one of these little clips, like you'd use to clip papers together, and put it on there, and then you can just hang that right on it as well. So it hangs everything. Get it all. And after, what do we say? Should have made it bigger.
Yeah.
This is 4 feet wide, and it's 5.5 feet tall. Out of an 8-foot sheet of pegboard. Probably should have made it a little bit bigger. We were trying to keep some space off the floor in case we wanted to put something else down there, but now that we see it and we hung all these big guns up, and there's still one more big gun that's not up there that should have made it a little bit bigger. Your toilet paper gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, that's it, right? That's our project. Pretty easy. Not too bad.
Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell while you're down there. Happy building!